NEC Section 410.4. D addresses luminaires installed over bathtubs or showers. According to this section, such luminaires must be listed for wet locations and marked suitable for wet locations. NEC Section 410.10. C1 specifies clearance requirements. It states that no part of a luminaire installed over a bathtub or shower can be located within 900 mm or 36 inches from the top of the bathtub rim or shower threshold. NEC Section 410.10. C2 further clarifies that luminaires installed in or on the ceiling directly over a bathtub or shower must be of the totally enclosed type. Based on these sections, a recessed light over a tub or jacuzzi must have a totally enclosed shower trim. This trim must meet the wet location requirements. Open trims are not permitted in this scenario. Regarding GFCI protection, NEC Section 406.4. D2 mandates that all luminaires installed in or on bathroom vanities or in showers or bathtubs must have GFCI protection. NEC Section 406.4. D4 extends this requirement, stating that luminaires installed within 1.8 meters or 6 feet of the outside edge of a bathtub or shower must also have GFCI protection. Therefore, the can light in question would require GFCI protection if it is installed within 1.8 meters or 6 feet of the outside edge of the tub or jacuzzi. To summarize, firstly, the recessed lighting fixture must be listed for wet locations. Secondly, it should be a totally enclosed type. Thirdly, ensure the appropriate clearance of 36 inches from the tub or shower threshold is maintained. Fourthly, GFCI protection is required if the light is within 6 feet of the tub or shower. These requirements are essential for ensuring electrical safety and compliance with the National Electrical Code. Remember to always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local electrical codes for the most accurate and up-to-date information. It is also highly recommended to consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work to ensure safety and compliance. The NEC guidelines aim to minimize electrical hazards in damp environments like bathrooms. Wet location listing means that the fixture is designed and tested to withstand exposure to moisture and water. This prevents corrosion and electrical shock hazards. The 36-inch clearance helps to prevent accidental contact with the fixture while using the bathtub or shower. Totally enclosed fixtures prevent water from entering the fixture and causing a short circuit or other electrical problems. GFCI protection is a critical safety measure. A GFCI, or ground fault circuit interrupter, is a device that detects even small imbalances in the electrical current. If a ground fault is detected, the GFCI will quickly trip the circuit, cutting off the power and preventing a potentially fatal electric shock. The 6-foot rule for GFCI protection extends this protection to areas where water is likely to splash or come into contact with electrical fixtures. When selecting recessed lighting for bathrooms, look for fixtures that are specifically marked suitable for wet locations. These fixtures will have features such as sealed housings and corrosion-resistant materials to protect against moisture. Also, ensure that the trim is designed to be totally enclosed, preventing water from entering the fixture from above. For GFCI protection, you can either install a GFCI circuit breaker in the electrical panel that serves the bathroom circuit, or you can install a GFCI receptacle outlet at the location where the light fixture is wired. Both options provide the same level of protection. When installing recessed lighting, it's important to follow all manufacturers' instructions and local electrical codes. This includes using the correct wiring methods, making secure connections, and properly grounding the fixture. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it's best to hire a qualified electrician to do the job. They will have the knowledge and experience to ensure that the installation is done safely and correctly. Proper grounding is essential for electrical safety. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to trip the circuit breaker and prevent electric shock. Make sure that the recessed lighting fixture is properly grounded according to the manufacturer's instructions and local electrical codes. Also, inspect the wiring regularly for any signs of damage or wear. If you notice any problems, such as frayed wires or loose connections, have them repaired immediately by a qualified electrician. Regular maintenance can help to prevent electrical problems and ensure the safety of your home. When working with electricity, always turn off the power at the circuit breaker before starting any work. This will help to prevent electric shock. Also, use insulated tools and wear appropriate safety gear, such as rubber gloves and safety glasses. Never work with electricity in wet or damp conditions. Water is a good conductor of electricity, so working in wet conditions can significantly increase the risk of electric shock. If you have any questions or concerns about electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. They can provide you with expert advice and guidance. Electrical safety is a serious matter, so it's important to take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and your family. Furthermore, it's crucial to understand the specific requirements for recessed lighting in your local area. Local codes may have additional regulations or restrictions beyond what is specified in the NEC. Always check with your local building department or qualified electrician to ensure that your installation complies with all applicable codes. In addition to the wet location and GFCI requirements, there may also be restrictions on the type of light bulbs that can be used in recessed fixtures over bathtubs and showers. Some codes may require the use of low voltage or LED lighting to reduce the risk of electric shock. Check your local codes for specific requirements. When selecting recessed lighting for your bathroom, consider the overall design and aesthetics of the room. There are many different styles and finishes to choose from, so you can find fixtures that complement your decor. Also, think about the amount of light that you need. Recessed lighting can provide both ambient and task lighting, so you can use it to create the desired atmosphere and functionality in your bathroom. For example, you might want to install brighter lights over the vanity for applying makeup or shaving, and dimmer lights over the bathtub for relaxation. You can also use recessed lighting to highlight architectural features or artwork in your bathroom. When planning your recessed lighting installation, it's important to consider the placement of the fixtures. Avoid placing fixtures directly over the drain or other plumbing fixtures, as this can make it difficult to access them for maintenance or repairs. Also, make sure that the fixtures are properly spaced to provide even illumination throughout the room. You may want to consult with a lighting designer or electrician to help you plan the optimal placement of your recessed lighted fixtures. Finally, remember that electrical work can be dangerous, so it's always best to hire a qualified electrician to do the job. They will have the knowledge and experience to ensure that the installation is done safely and correctly, and that it complies with all applicable codes. In summary, when installing recessed lighting over bathtubs and showers, remember firstly to ensure the fixtures are listed for wet locations. Secondly, use totally enclosed trims. Thirdly, maintain the required clearances. Fourthly, provide GFCI protection. Fifthly, comply with all local codes and regulations. Sixthly, hire a qualified electrician for the installation. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your recessed lighting installation is safe, compliant, and aesthetically pleasing. Remember that electrical codes are in place to protect people and property from electrical hazards. Compliance with these codes is essential for ensuring the safety of your home and family. If you have any questions or concerns about electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. They can provide you with expert advice and guidance. Furthermore, understand that technology evolves. Lighting technologies are constantly improving, so stay informed about the latest advancements. LED lighting, for example, offers many advantages over traditional incandescent lighting, including energy efficiency, long lifespan, and low heat output. When selecting recessed lighting for your bathroom, consider LED options to save energy and reduce maintenance costs. Also, be aware of the different types of recessed lighting fixtures available. There are can lights, which are the most common type, as well as gimbal lights, which can be adjusted to direct the light where you need it. You can also find recessed lighting fixtures with integrated LED light sources, which eliminate the need to replace bulbs. When choosing recessed lighting fixtures, consider the color temperature of the light. Color temperature is measured in Kelvin, and it refers to the warmth or coolness of the light. Warmer light with a lower Kelvin temperature has a yellowish hue, while cooler light with a higher Kelvin temperature has a bluish hue. The best color temperature for your bathroom will depend on your personal preferences and the overall design of the room. You may want to use warmer light in areas where you want to create a relaxing atmosphere, and cooler light in areas where you need to see clearly, such as over the vanity. In addition to recessed lighting, you may also want to consider other types of lighting for your bathroom, such as sconces, vanity lights, and pendant lights. A well-designed lighting plan will incorporate multiple types of lighting to provide both ambient and task lighting, as well as to create visual interest and enhance the overall aesthetics of the room. When planning your bathroom lighting, it's important to consider the size and shape of the room, as well as the location of windows and other natural light sources. You want to make sure that the lighting is adequate for all of your needs, but also that it doesn't create glare or shadows. A lighting designer can help you to create a lighting plan that is both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Finally, remember that bathroom lighting is an important part of the overall design of your home. By taking the time to plan your lighting carefully, you can create a bathroom that is both functional and beautiful. And remember, safety first. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to do the job. The National Electrical Code is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advancements in technology and safety practices. If you are involved in electrical work, it's important to stay up to date on the latest edition of the NEC. You can purchase a copy of the NEC from the National Fire Protection Association, or you can access it online through various subscription services. In addition to the NEC, there may also be state and local electrical codes that you need to comply with. These codes may be more stringent than the NEC in some areas, so it's important to check with your local building department to ensure that you are in compliance. Electrical codes are constantly evolving, so it's important to stay informed about the latest changes. You can attend seminars, workshops, and online training courses to learn about new codes and regulations. You can also subscribe to industry publications and websites to stay up to date on the latest news and trends in the electrical industry. Continuous learning is essential for electrical professionals. By staying informed about the latest codes, technologies, and best practices, you can ensure that you are providing safe and reliable electrical services to your customers. And by prioritizing safety in all of your electrical work, you can help to prevent electrical accidents and injuries. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility. Everyone who works with electricity, from homeowners to electricians, has a role to play in preventing electrical hazards. By following safe work practices, using appropriate safety equipment, and staying informed about the latest codes and regulations, we can all help to make our homes and workplaces safer from electrical hazards. Remember that electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always treat electricity with respect and take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. If you have any questions or concerns about electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. They can provide you with expert advice and guidance. And never hesitate to call 911 if you suspect an electrical emergency. Your safety is always the top priority.